Hello. It has been a while. Yes, it has. But I know I'm kind of already going, if you can hear and see in the background, because, you know, that was just a lot of, like, busy work. In here, I have one onion that I am cutting down, some skin. I cut it up and I'm sweating it down to do some caramelized onions to go into this thing of mac and cheese. I'm going to do the curried mac and cheese to go with the banh mi tonight. Now, banh mi is not N. It is a Vietnamese sandwich. Hey, Addie, how are you? That is very popular all over Vietnam. It's one of their, from what I understand, like main street foods kind of thing. So it's one of those grab and go kind of things. It is pork, beef, or chicken. You can do any one of them. I'm doing pork tonight.
Sandwich. Hey, Addie, how are
you? Shut up. You shush, shush, shush. Okay. Sorry. But shit. I have a pork tenderloin tonight. I've got my loaf of French bread, rice wine vinegar, hoisin sauce. Hoisin is a specialty sauce that you kind of have to buy. I know you can make it because people do make it, but I've never seen anyone make their own hoisin, and I'm not trying to because shit takes too long. So, all right. My pork loin is right here. You can't really see it because, you know, that's in the way, but I'm going to slice. You want to slice as thin as you can. And this is best done over a grill, something I do not have access to. So I'm going to do it on the stove. Oh yeah, that's way easier. Tip, put it in the freezer for about an hour or half hour or so before you cut it, and it holds its shape way better. I just sharpened this knife and it feels so good. My other ingredients are pickled carrots, and I have some cilantro and green onions, and of course, you know, the star of the show, garlic. Because we can't do an episode of this fucking show without garlic. I mean, it's not a fucking thing. So, oh, thank you, Addie. Normally, this is served with radishes and pickles, or radishes and carrots, both of which have a quick pickle on them. I forgot to get radishes today because I'm a slack ass motherfucker. So, what we're gonna do is not do that. Let me give this a little okay. Just cutting up this pork loin. That pasta's going well. This is the thin part. It's already defrosted, and I pulled it out like 10 minutes ago. Yes. Almost done and done. Okay. All that in there. That's done. Fine. Now we have a bowl of meat. Got our garlic. I went ahead and off camera peeled it and smashed it with my knife. Now I'm just going to make it into a quick paste. You can make it into a paste by finely chopping. Is that? Yes, that's the stem. I don't like those bits. You can eat them, I just don't like them. Okay, this is nice and minced now. Grab your salt. Sprinkle some salt on that bitch. Hey, Mikey. Then just take your blunt side of the knife down to get your cutting board. Scoop it all into your knife, just moving all of it. Lay your knife flat, press down, and pull back away from the blade, the whole knife. What this does is this actually is crushing the garlic, and the salt is breaking down the cellular walls. So it's going to actually give you a really nice paste really fast. This is great for garlic bread or any kind of recipe that needs garlic. Honestly. The salt acts as an abrasive, so it not only helps break down the cellular walls on a molecular level by removing water from them, it also slices the fuck out of everything. So there's your garlic paste. Rice wine vinegar. Love rice wine vinegar. This is actually my last bottle. It's going on the list. Fish sauce. Now this is something you have to buy. You cannot make this without a lot of specialized equipment that will cost you thousands of dollars. Nobody trying to spend that. Hoisin. This is for that deepness, just a little bit of sweetness. Okay. There's your marinade. Gonna mix. Make sure you get that garlic all in there. Now, I have not added any salt to this whatsoever. I'm doing that because if you're not familiar with fish sauce is insanely fucking salty. And there is no substitution for this. So you can easily do banh mi with like just tofu or any kind of veggies that you like to make a good ass sandwich with that. This is fine. The rice and vinegar is fine. You cannot make a substitute for this other than like a shit ton of soy sauce. So it will not taste the same. It is not vegan. It is not vegetarian. So one of those things. Oh my god. Fuck, that smells so good. Where's my little? Oh, these are getting some nice color now. Color. Man, look at the color on those. Can you see it? So fucking good. Turn that heat down a bit. Stir these up too. Hey, something's an hour early. Hey.
23 minutes at the most, sir.
It's at 8:30.
8.
Oh, okay.
But I got off early.
Yay.
How long
My
was
husband's
it?
home.
I know you just
30 minutes.
That's cool. I need to.
Yeah.
Because I was going great up until I sat down, and then once I got in the car, I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. No, because I was even thinking, yeah, I'm leaving work. I'm feeling good. Yeah. And now, oof. It's a big oof.
Yeah, it's a big oof. The kids did say that.
Yeah, I've heard.
So. Yes. Yeah.
Don't y'all look at me.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Okay, this needs to sit here and marinate for just a few minutes. So we can go. It's loud in here right now. I wasn't talking to you.
You talking about me.
Shut the fuck up. This needs to marinate for about 10-15 minutes. 15 minimal, I want to say about up to like 3 hours, even overnight in the fridge. Loaf of good French bread. We do not have a bakery anywhere fucking near us. I bought it at Kroger and baked it off myself earlier. I'm just letting it come to temp. So I can cut it open and slide that bitch back in the oven to like kind of toast it off a bit. But I'm probably not going to do that, honestly, just because I can't be bothered.
Well, I have to get all off.
What?
I got the days off for the.
Oh, good. About to say, because you weren't going to be there anyway.
Oh.
But no, we have no plans now.
That's fine. We'll make
So, again, like we discussed, I'm going to be doing the curried mac and cheese to go with this, one of our favorite sides. Okay. That's just underdone. It's like just not cooked. Going to use 4 ounces of pepper jack cheese. Any cheese you want really works in this. We like pepper jack because it's got a little bit of kick to it, and we both like spicy. So. And I will be kicking it up a little bit more, just because I can. Just a little bit of cayenne, never hurt nobody. Oh Lord. Just grating all of this. For some reason I can't get the movie Come to Daddy out of my head. Like, it was so bad. Elijah Wood needs to think about the movies he picks. Stir. Okay, I am going to add some pepper to this. This fish sauce, I think, has some in it, but no. Okay. Just a little bit of pepper. Almost enough for you to know it's there. Okay. Now for the cheese sauce. This is not enough butter. Okay. 2 tablespoons of butter in your pan. We're going to make what's known in the French world as a bechamel sauce, which we are then going to turn into a Mornay sauce. Bechamel is just a roux. A roux is fat and flour, equal parts mixed together. And it becomes a bechamel when you add milk to it. If you were to add like any kind of stock or whatever, like chicken stock or fish stock or whatever, it will become a velouté. Just fun little terms you can say you learned today. Set that there. No, risk. Oh, let's turn it back on actually. Come on. The curry powder I'm going to be using is my own blend, actually. I've used this for many different things. We do definitely really like this one. So as soon as the butter is melted, add your flour, 2 tablespoons, and you start mixing. That 2, you're gonna need a little more. And that's good. There we go. You're going for a similar to wet sand consistency. And you're going to want to cook it, scraping the bottom of your pan. This is why I'm not using a non-stick pan, because there's a lot of scraping going on here. Scraping until it starts to turn color. You want to cook it for a minimum of 60 seconds or until it starts changing color, like a noticeable color change, because you're going to cook out that raw flour taste. And you hit it, splash of milk, just enough to cover the bottom real good. Then get in here with your whisk, make sure you get in all the sides. Make you some wallpaper paste. Because it's called spade a spade. What the fuck it looks like. Another good splash of milk. Mix, 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 mix. Right now it's insanely lumpy. I'm just going to whisk it for a minute. Get rid of those lumps. Helps to tip it up on its side and move your whisk back and forth. You can make this with a spoon. You will be here for an hour and a half. So, highly recommend using a whisk for this. Oh yeah, those are good. If you tilt the pan up like this, and go to the edge, everything goes down. Everything goes right down. You can mix it up all at once. Okay. Another good splash of milk. This time a real good splash. I don't think I made enough pasta. It'll just be soupy. It's fine. I think I should have a bowl. We're good. And with the curry powder, let's see. This is fenugreek, garlic, onion, clove, cinnamon, turmeric, paprika, cayenne. I don't know what else. It's been a while. So that's going to change the color pretty much immediately. That's just an old salsa jar because that's what the hell I had on hand. Okay. Heat this up, let it get nice and hot. The onions will be the last thing we add, simply because we don't want, it'll make it more difficult to mix. With the whisk, we have the onions in there. I forgot to pull those out earlier. These are pickled carrots I made recently. I'm going to use these as a substitute for the carrots and radishes tonight because I can. Oh, there's that smell. Yes. Love that fucking smell. Okay. Let this heat up for just a second. We'll start adding in our cheese. I never add it in all at once. You can shock it and then it'll split. Always go in, what is it? Like layers. Portions, what's the fucking word? Steps. Steps. Now, one thing I did not do to my curry powder specifically was season it. There is 0 salt in my curry powder, which means this needs a lot. So, I intentionally didn't season it because depending on the recipe I was making, I didn't know what I would want to do. Like some calls for soy, some calls for fish sauce, some calls for salt. So this way I can just do it kind of on my own. Let's do this taste. Hello, husband. My husband's watching. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Nah. Okay. Set that there. Let's do a big bowl. Since I didn't make enough pasta for the amount of curry powder I have, put that in there. There. Handle's fucking hot. Hold on. Onions in there. Oh god, this looks so fucking good. Turn off. Work a bit of that sauce in. Careful touching this with your fingers. Turmeric stains like a motherfucker. It is a delicious medicinal asshole. But yeah, it stains like a fucking bitch. Yeah, that was actually a perfect amount, so I don't need any of that. But curried mac and cheese. Set this over here. I'm going to change knives. I want one that's serrated. Okay. Says to cut down your loaf. Pull it apart. It's real crummy, which I like, honestly. It's one of the main reasons I got this bread. Okay. So, bread is now broken in half. Gotta get a pan for it. That's not big enough. This will work. Stop being an asshole. Got our bread. Just gonna get that little heat on it. Those crumbs right into the sink. Okay. Now we need our pan. I want to use okay. Turn this up. Get our pan hot. Just another stir. See if it tries to solidify or anything on us. Might add a touch more of the sauce. But, yeah. Works. For pork, another good stir. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells different, too. One second, y'all. making tea as well. So. A little bit of vegetable oil. I have it in this kind of bottle because I use it for frying for the most part, but we don't really fry that much. So I just buy a big one because it's cheaper. This one I'm good for like a year. Like honestly, I think in the year and a half we've been here, I've been through one of those things. So. Oh yeah, that's the sound you want. Smearing this around in the pan. Now, don't touch it. Just leave it the hell alone. So, you want to let it build up a little bit of caramelization on there. So just leave it the hell alone. I'm going to get my cutting board. We can get a good handful of these carrots out. Start slicing those long ways. A couple more. I never actually made pickled carrots. I had extra carrots. So I was like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And I really like them. So, hey Brian. These are baby carrots that are already quartered. I'm just slicing them a couple more times. You can slice them like 1 or 2 more times, or just do your own. Yeah, neither of us were really 100% sure about these when we first tried them. We were like, wait, what the hell is this? I mean, they're good, but it's a very new and interesting flavor that neither of us have had before. Flavor and texture, too, honestly. Because the insides are still, like, crunchy, like a carrot, but the outside's soft and, like, gingery. So it's interesting. Alternatively, you can just buy carrot sticks, and you can pickle those. But again, this is what I have. Okay, there's that smell. I'll turn that down some. Starting to smell it, which means it's getting a little bit charred, which is what I want. I'm going to rush through the rest of these carrots real fast. Do not do this. Do as I say, not as I do. Like Will Maynard used to tell me. Don't rush when you have a knife. I'm not a good example, kids. Don't try this at home. But I know what I'm doing. So, yeah. Alright. Now, you can see on there's a little bit of like crispy around the edges. That's the caramelization. Mainly from the sugar that's in the hoisin sauce. So we want to mix this all up, flip it all around. Make sure all these pieces get nice and broken apart. We want it to all cook nice and beautifully. Okay. There we go. Oh, God. And it's cool because the bits that were sticking to the pan, moving it around deglazed it, so that deep color is not all over everything. I'm going to go ahead and get out the bread. Turn the heat back up. Some of this excess liquid. got some scallions here. Just gonna chop the top off of that. Got some cilantro here. Same thing, just gonna chop the top off of that. This is trash now, because I'm not gonna make anything with that in the next couple days. So, let's get started with the assembly. Alright. It says one side mayo, so that's what I'm doing. I am pretty much following a recipe. It's from delish.com. I will post it below. So I don't normally, I think this would be like a more of a vinegar based mayo. That's not something we have in this house because I bought some before, used it once, and it was $8.50 fucking dollars. So we don't use that anymore. Alrighty. Get your ass back in there. Yum. Oh, good. Okay, cool. That's done. Alright. Now for this side, more hoisin. Who is this? I don't know who that is. Just gonna get a good couple lines of hoisin down here. Like, I've actually never had this sandwich before. Never been anywhere that served it. So, because I very rarely get to Charlotte. I don't know of any places here in Columbia that do Vietnamese. But that combination alone is fucking really good. So, okay. Cilantro. It said including the stems. So that's what we're doing. Put the carrots on this piece. Spread that cilantro out a little bit. I love cilantro. Some scallions, just laying these across the top here. I love scallions. Love the sharpness of them. So, okay. Now the only thing left to do is put the meat on. Let me get something better than that, actually. I'm glad it's on this tray still because this shit's falling off like crazy. But nice and messy. And all of the meat is going on this sandwich. This is one small pork loin. It's about a pound. The recipe actually calls for less pork, but you could. Sure. I did adjust the amounts of stuff I use slightly. It doesn't look like I measure anything because I don't, but I pretty much know at this point in my life and cooking exactly how much of what is what for the most part. And I know which items and which cooking techniques I can kind of guesstimate on. Okay, there's a lot of more meat left and this thing's already getting packed. Okay. I'm gonna try this. Holy fuck! Oh my god! It's so good. Oh. This is my new favorite sandwich, huh? Just based on that alone. This is really fucking getting piled up here. Okay. Now, here's the part where I'm going to put it together and fuck the whole thing up. So, yeah, this is about to get fucked up. I wonder if I can just push. Okay. I'm pushing into the bread on the top part, making an indentation in the bread to have more room for all the meat. So, kind of like a cubano, I think. The only way to really do it at this point is basically just to fucking do it. Just bam. Just fucking do it. Fucking love those. Let me dry off this cutting board. Now I'm gonna cut this giant fucking thing. Hey babe! Food! Fucking thing now. Holy shit. Y'all see this? Y'all fucking see this thing? This is ridiculous. It's so fucking full. These are the chef's treats, the shit you get to eat when nobody else is around. That's instant fucking karma. Here is the pork banh mi sandwich. So, give me a little bit more of the sauce. Just a skosh. Not a whole lot, just a skosh. So, alright, y'all. Wait a second. I'm going to plate this up, and I'm going to put this picture below, of course, and tonight. Thank y'all, of course, for watching, tuning in. I will try to do something on Friday. I know it's going to be hard simply because the next 2 days I'm going to be working doubles. So I'm not going to be getting home until around this time, and I'm probably not going to be wanting to fucking deal with no goddamn YouTube or Facebook or anything. So, yeah. But thank y'all very much for watching. I hope to see y'all again soon.